Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Thurston, who starred in season 17 of The Bachelorette, is one of the franchise's most open and outspoken alumni. She drew attention from viewers on season 25 of The Bachelor because of her everlasting honesty and transparency. She continued to exhibit those characteristics during her season of The Bachelorette and beyond. Her search for a husband was marked by several extremely public failed romances, including one with former boyfriend Blake Moynes. However, she started dating comedian Jeff last year. She kept the new affair covert for 3 months. But, once you know, you know. The couple proposed to one another during a romantic trip to Hawaii in the summer of 2024. They had big plans for the future, like touring the world before settling down and possibly establishing a family. However, those hopes and dreams came crashing down earlier this year. Thurston was just 34 years old when she discovered a tumor in her breast and was diagnosed with cancer. Instead of avoiding the spotlight, the former reality star used her platform to promote awareness about breast cancer and the treatment options available. Thurston set up the Booby broadcast channel on Instagram to share her cancer battle with all of her followers at once. In her most recent post, she disclosed that she penned a letter to herself about how the cancer struggle was done. She went on to describe her battle to offer herself grace. "For months since my diagnosis, so I should give my healing self some grace," she texted. However, she stated that the cancer struggle feels like it has been ongoing for a year. But she can't bring herself to touch the breast containing the malignant lump. Thurston has stated multiple times that she will return to the doctor for scans next month to determine whether the cancer treatment is still working. She is following a regimen of oral medicine and a monthly hormone-blocking injection. She recently confessed that the injection isn't working, therefore they need to try another one. Cancer is harsh on the body, as is the therapy, whether chemo or oral drugs. Thurston has spoken out about several of the unpleasant side effects of her cancer treatment, including memory loss. The Bachelorette star is also losing clumps of hair. In her most recent update, she revealed what she sees when she looks in the mirror. "Did my hair and makeup today," she added, "but I don't know myself. It's me, but different." She wondered. Are my feelings reflected in the mirror? Is my health dwindling? The reality star went on, "Maybe it's simply a terrible hair day while I acclimate to my new routine. Maybe it's my stubby lashes that aren't growing. Or my cracked, bleeding lips." Thurston appears to be dealing with a number of issues at present. But she perseveres, sharing both the positive and bad aspects of her cancer battle in order to raise awareness about the truth of the situation. Thurston, who starred in season 17 of The Bachelorette, has always stood out as one of the franchise's most candid and outspoken alumni. Her journey in the Bachelor Nation spotlight began with season 25 of The Bachelor, where she made waves among fans for her refreshing honesty and unwavering authenticity. Rather than playing into the typical reality TV narrative, Katie used her time on screen to advocate for open communication and emotional vulnerability. Her iconic moment standing up to the house bullying was a turning point that made her a fan favorite and, ultimately, the next Bachelorette. When she took the lead in season 17, Katie brought that same fearless honesty to her own love story. Her season was emotional and controversial, filled with twists, strong opinions, and some unforgettable departures. She ended her journey engaged to Blake Moynes, but their whirlwind romance quickly faltered after the cameras stopped rolling. Despite the public heartbreak and online scrutiny that followed their split, Katie remained resilient. Her post-show life was a mixture of healing and growth, peppered with public ventures into stand-up comedy and storytelling on social media. It was during one of her comedy tours that she met Jeff, a fellow comedian known for his dry wit and grounded personality. Unlike her previous high-profile relationships, Katie kept this one under wraps for 3 months. Their bond, forged over shared humor and late-night set lists, grew quickly and deeply. By the time they went public, fans could already sense this was different. They proposed to one another simultaneously during a Sunset Beach picnic on the Big Island of Hawaii in the summer of 2024. The moment, captured in candid photos and lighthearted reels, marked a new chapter. They dreamed of a life full of adventure, touring the world with a shared comedy act, filming travel vlogs, and eventually buying a home in the Pacific Northwest to raise a family. But those dreams took a heartbreaking turn earlier this year. In January, just shy of her 34th birthday, Katie discovered a lump in her breast. The diagnosis, early-stage breast cancer, was a seismic shock. Yet, in true Katie fashion, she didn't retreat from the public eye. She faced her diagnosis with the same openness that had defined her time on reality television. Within weeks, she launched a new Instagram channel called The Boobie Broadcast. Her goal, to demystify the cancer journey and offer raw, real-time updates to others walking a similar path. The Boobie Broadcast became a place for community and catharsis. Katie used the platform to share everything, from her initial mammogram to the biopsies and eventual treatment plan. She opted for oral medication over traditional chemotherapy, paired with monthly hormone-blocking injections. While the side effects were intense, she tried to keep her humor intact. "Chemo brain but make it trendy," she captioned one video where she accidentally put toothpaste on her contact lenses. But behind the humor, the toll on her body and mind was undeniable. For months into her treatment, Katie penned a letter to herself, which she read aloud in an emotional video post. "It's only been 4 months," she said, voice cracking, "but it feels like a year. I want to give myself grace. But I don't even want to touch my own breast." The confession resonated with thousands. The comment section flooded with stories from women who felt the same way, disconnected from their bodies, alienated by their illness, yet fighting to stay strong. Despite the support, the treatment was grueling. Her monthly injections caused severe fatigue and joint pain. More distressingly, they weren't working as hoped. Her doctors recommended switching to a new regimen. It meant a restart of sorts, new side effects, new uncertainty, and renewed emotional exhaustion. She admitted in one update that she cried in her car after the last doctor's visit, overwhelmed by the idea of starting over. "I just want to feel normal again," she wrote. Physically, Katie began noticing alarming changes. Her once thick brown hair thinned dramatically. She'd find clumps of it on her pillow in the morning. Her eyelashes became sparse, and her lips cracked and bled constantly. That caption struck a nerve. Thousands of her followers reposted it with their own photos and stories, turning Katie's words into a quiet rallying cry. She had become more than a former bachelorette, she was now a voice in the cancer community, advocating for better education, more empathy, and earlier screenings. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.